For our first module, I'll be discussing to you Introduction to Control Systems, still related to our subject feedback and control systems, pero focus muna tayo on some of the theory and applications of the course. Kailangan nating maintindihan tonight, so what is control systems theory? What are the motivations for control? What are the different examples of control systems? Marami po yan, pero syempre, yung mga basic at saka common muna yung ibibigay ko na example for control system. And then what is feedback system? Kasi di ba yung course natin ay feedback and control system. So you have to understand those jargons. Ano po ba yung differences nila? Pag sinabi natin control systems, ito po yung classical concepts of continuous time feedback system that includes modeling, analysis, and compensation techniques. So lahat yan pag-aaralan natin as we go along. Yung sa modeling side, we'll be using some blocks doon sa Simulink. Parang nagdo-drawing ka lang din ng block diagram. And then instead of creating the circuit itself, gumagamit lang tayo ng different blocks and we just connect and then we simulate and see the results. Siyempre, kailangan natin i-analyze yung output natin. And then most of the time, meron tayong tinatawag na fitting techniques. Yun yung compensation. So, kailangan may ina-achieve tayo, may hinihit tayo na target, at meron tayong technique na kailangan i-apply for us na ma-fit yung ating design to the requirement of the main system or the design that we are trying to create. And then, meron tayong tinatawag na stability of feedback system. So, we can use root locus, body diagrams, and Nyquist plots. So, lahat po yan, nasa MATLAB naman yan. And then, kinukuman lang natin yan doon. Then, you can see there the plots or the diagram itself para ma-visualize po natin siya. And then, syempre, introduction to computer-aided design tool. Yung objectives natin ng control systems, number one is to identify a system and mathematically model it. And then kapag nakita na natin yung sistema na gusto nating i-mathematically model, then that's the time we design a controller para ma-meet natin yung given criteria. And then we apply the time domain and the frequency domain techniques and then we verify the design. As per the practical use, so design control systems and know how they work. Kailangan alam natin kung paano nag-work yung ating system. Then we also have to understand the other control systems and be able to say why they work or do not work. So kailangan you know how to determine na yung ating design, bakit siya nag-work, bakit hindi siya nag-work. Anyway, you can see that naman when you do some simulations na. More importantly, so you have to read, you have to review literature, you have to know basic foundation for other control courses. And sana wala tayong blank faces when somebody mentions feedback and poles and zeros and Nyquist plots. So yung Nyquist plots, katulad ng sinabi ko kanina, parang graphical tool lang siya or representation that is used in control engineering to analyze the stability of a system by plotting its complex frequency response. So maaaring ngayon hindi pa tayo familiar dun sa mga binabanggit kong jargons, pero eventually as we go along naman doing the experimentations, will be familiarized naman with these terminologies. As per the motivation for control, so feedback control began with the human desire to harness the materials and forces of nature to their advantage. Early examples include water-based regulating systems and mechanisms for keeping windmills point into the wind. And then sophisticated control is also crucial for the successful operation of many modern industrial plants. So hindi lang natin nare-realize pero ang dami na pala na ginagamitan ng control system at maaring may mga project ka na ginawa before na meron ng implementation ng control system. Control has a major impact on society. For example, the flyball governor had a major impact on the industrial revolution. Improved control is also an enabling technology that helps enhance product quality, less waste, leads to environment friendliness, greater throughput for a given installed capacity, greater yield, deferring costly plant upgrades, and higher safety margins. Ito yung mga examples ng control systems. Typically, meron tayong dalawang main types. One is the open loop system and the other one is the closed loop feedback system. papansin natin, very direct yung open loop system. Meron lang tayong example, meron tayong input voltage and then we have the motor and then the platform angular position. Pero yung output niya, hindi niya fini-feedback pabalik dun sa input. Unlike yung closed loop feedback system, meron siyang feedback. Yan, kaya meron ditong voltage error. Ayan, pini-feedback niya yung change in error and then meron tayong K for the gain and then we have the motor and we have here the angular position. Pero mapapansin natin meron siyang feedback. So yun po yung closed loop feedback system. Most of your designs, dapat meron siyang closed loop. Kaya yung ginagawa natin na conceptual framework, di ba meron kang IPO, then lagi tayo merong feedback, merong binabalik nun sa input and then i-reprocess yun ng input para makuha uli yung desirable output until such time na na-meet niya na-achieve niya na yung kanyang target output. Ayan, so this is another example. Yan, meron tayo ditong beam, ball, lever arm, gear, and then meron tayong angle. And then this is for the model of a bus suspension system. Meron tayong body mass, ayan, suspension mass. And then the control of an aircraft. Di ba, we have here the engine thrust that affects the aircraft speed, the rudder that controls aircraft yaw, elevator that controls the pitch, aileron that controls the roll of the aircraft. Ayan, so this is another example. Makita natin yung ball, 'di ba? We have to make it stay doon sa center. Syempre merong magnet na involved on this one. Pero the goal there is makontrol mo siya na mag-retain yung ball doon sa position niya. Also, in the economic system, pwede rin gamitin si control system sa national budget. Input is the desired national income, and then the output is the actual national income. What are the factors involving para ma-process yung input to the output? Siyempre, andun yung government, di ba? Consumers, tax collections, productions, and even investments. Ngayon, pag-usapan natin, what are the basic elements of a control system? Basically, kapag sinabi natin na control system, dapat meron tayong plant, meron tayong sensor, meron tayong controller, at meron tayong actuator. Yung plant natin, this is the process you want to control. Example, drive to the desired state. You need to be familiar with the physics of the process in order to control it. That requires the knowledge of basic energy balance, mass balance, and material flows in the system. Kaya nga hindi natin na-realize as engineering students, kaya pala may mga physics kaming subject, may mga differential equation, advanced mathematics, kasi meron pala siyang application sa mga higher courses. Yung sensor naman natin is basically the eye of the control. Di ba? Familiar tayo with the sensor. It enables the control to see what is going on. Ayan, reports on the state of the process. Di ba? So, halimbawa, meron kang gusto mong i-sense yung temperature. So, we have to use sensor for that purpose to get the temperature. Yung actuator naman moves the process from current state to the desired state. If the sensor is the eye, then the actuator naman is the muscle. Diba? Yung controller natin takes the sensor information and decides how to actuate the plant to achieve the desired state. So sa course po natin, we will concentrate on the design of a controller for a system. Kasi tayo talaga magdi-design dito ng sarili nating sensor, sarili nating actuator. Siyempre, focus tayo on the controller. 'Di ba? Concentrate tayo. Paano ba natin i-design yung control ng ating sistema? The sensor and actuator will usually be abstracted. In reality, the sensor and actuator are as much as part of the design as the controller is. Ayan, so position control of a telescope in the first example. And then actuators are basically the motors. And the sensors could be potentiometer, di ba? Open shorted to pot is a passive electronic component that acts as an adjustable voltage divider. And then pwede tayong gumamit ng tachometer, that is an instrument that measures the rotational speed of a shaft. This or engine usually displayed in revolutions per minute or RPM. And then we also consider magnetic levitation. Actuators are flow of current through the electromagnet, and sensors could be IR sensors, common to us, device that detects infrared radiation, typically used to sense heat or motion. And then as per the control of an aircraft, actuators could be engine thrust, rudder, elevator, and aileron. Sensors could be aircraft speed sensor, pitch, roll, yaw angle sensors. Ayan, so why feedback? Bakit kailangan natin mag-feedback? This is an example of a room heating system. Ayan, meron tayong gas valve, meron tayong furnace. And then we have the airflow, the vent, the room, and the exhaust. And then yung desired output po natin would be the room temperature. So pansin natin in this example, hindi naman tayo nag-feedback going back to the input. So if that's the case, we do open loop system. Yung problem natin is, what if the number of people in the room increases, di ba? Which is common, lalo na kapag marami kang estudyante sa loob ng isang klase. Siyempre, merong maapektuhan, may factor na naapektuhan because of the increase in the number of people. What if somebody opens a window? So that's another consideration kasi you have to maintain the temperature, di ba? Ang result, nagbabago yung temperature. Ang solution natin dyan, we have to monitor the room temperature. Kaya nga 'di ba yung desire natin is meron tayong target na value na kailangang mini-maintain natin siya. So we can change the gas valve position such as kapag low yung temperature, so more gas. Kapag high temperature, then less gas. So kaya kailangan, kapag ganito na yung konsepto natin na we have to control na the temperature, meron na siyang feedback. Kasi kapag open loop lang, hindi mo makokontrol yung temperature. Kaya next meeting, further pag-uusapan natin ano ba yung differences ng open loop sa closed loop system. Sana magbasa rin tayo on this one. And then ano yung advantages and disadvantages ng closed loop system as compared to open loop. And then I'll be giving you a short overview about control system design. Thank you.